It's Friday, July 18th. In the headlines, primary exit profile exam scheduled to be streamlined for grade 6 students starting 2026. Highlights of submissions for the Jamaica Festival Song Competition 2025. In business news, Tropical Battery raises $800 million in additional public offering. Regionally, in Barbados, a robot has been developed to enhance hurricane forecasting capabilities. In sports, Cricket West Indies announces squad for T20 series against Australia. This is the weekend news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Starting 2026, Jamaica's grade 6 students taking the primary exit profile exams will follow a simplified schedule, with mathematics and language arts tests each completed in a single day. The testing period would also move from February to April to May, allowing for more time for teaching. Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Senator Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon, announced these changes as part of practical steps to reduce student stress and improve learning outcomes. Additionally, new literacy and numeracy questions will be included to better assess students' skill levels. Minister Morris-Dixon was speaking at a back-to-school conference for principals and vice principals from Region 2 in Trelawney recently. I own somewhere. Those words from Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness as he described how recipients of the new housing units in Wakefield District, Buxton, St. Catherine could speak about their houses once they are finished. Ground was broken this week for the project valued at $44 million. They are being constructed under the government's new social housing program.
And what we are trying to do now is to scale up the delivery of homes. We want to be delivering in the region of between 20 and 40 homes per month. Now I'm looking at the new social housing team and they are all smiling and saying, boy, they don't know how they're going to do it, but I know how you're going to do it. It can be done.
The Prime Minister reiterated that the housing units will be provided to the beneficiary families at no cost.
And the criteria are fairly straightforward and simple. One, they don't have the income, the means to improve their housing situation or acquire a house. They have a household that is large, fairly large. Within that household, they have pregnant mothers, young children, or dependents that are elderly. Then we look at disabilities. Then we look at threat from the environment. Some people live in areas that are on slopes that are unstable, areas that could be flooded.
He pointed out that 14 children will benefit from the Wakefield Muse housing development. In his remarks, Minister of Health and Wellness and Member of Parliament for St. Catherine West Central, Dr. Christopher Tofton, noted that the beneficiaries have expressed gratitude for the assistance.
And it's going to put you in a modern facility in a community where you can live, be happy, grow your children, and that's what representation is about.
The development, which will comprise 3 two-bedroom and 3 three-bedroom units, is slated for completion in January 2026. The Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, has recovered approximately $6.3 million for utility customers through interventions by its Consumer Affairs Unit. According to its quarterly performance report for January to March 2025, the total includes $3.21 million in payments made during the quarter, along with previously unreported credits from earlier periods. The Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, accounts for the largest share of the payouts at $4.15 million, or 66%, while the National Water Commission, NWC, paid out $1.38 million, or 22%. Telecommunications providers also contributed to the compensation total, with Columbus Communications, Flow, accounting for $425,475.49. Cable and Wireless Jamaica, Flow, for $259,312.94, and Digicel for $50,519.47. In addition to these interventions, JPS and NWC issued a further $62.1 million in automatic bill credits during the quarter for breaches of the guaranteed standards, which ensure minimum service quality for customers. The OUR continues to encourage customers to file claims for compensation where applicable and remains committed to holding utility providers accountable for service standards. 10 talented Jamaicans have made it to the finals of the Jamaica Festival Song Competition 2025. The event is set to be held on Saturday, July 26th at the Emancipation Park, starting at 8 p.m. The finalists include Oliver Ashley with Jamaica Have It All,
Small island with PBCJ, champion in the Caribbean. Jamaica has it all. Jamaica, you have it all.
Enrich with Nah Leave,
Me love my food and my culture, me no cry, no fuga overseas. Oh, me believe who when me heroes them fight for memory free. We up, let's celebrate with us 63. We are the greatest in the world, me have to pledge my loyalty.
remain submitted deep on my mind.
Miss you, Jamaica, miss you. Them live on in a me, them live on in a UN. Them represent me well, a bill of heritage, right? All of that grows to tell. Jamaica still.
Jules Clark, I jam down this.
Place and no second, third, fourth, only first. Big proof, Shelly and Fraser, Lucy and Bolt, Lisa, Tony and Cindy Breakspear. Beauty with brains, I know empty barrel, Likuba with Talawa.
Jonah delivered his song titled Vision Jamaica here.
Jamaica unite. From like we build like it high. Full time now. Yo, full time now.
The dynamic duo Brother C and Jegs with Come Make We Rally.
Where are Jamaica? Jamaica is #1 in the Caribbean. Go the people, hold up your hand and help me sing this one.
Askia is singing Nation Vow.
You will forever be my home. I need you. With your beauty's where I belong.
Miss Abby D has voiced her piece, Sweet Jamaica.
A vibrant country, top of the world, can't you see? Now fall down like the leaves. Jamaica, we free, firm and strong unity, my island of beauty.
Christopher Lang, Jamaica is big everywhere.
Thank you, Lord, for Jamaica, for the blessings and prosperity. Sweet Jamaica, nice Jamaica, you are the best. Listen, Jamaica is standing worldwide.
And Loaded Eagle with Jam Down.
The world just about to over with. You know, see Father God over with. #1 totally.
The finalists are competing for the prestigious title as the Jamaica Festival Song winner and a grand prize of $3 million. Public voting is being conducted through text and the Reggae Jamaica app. The admission to the grand finale will be free to all. In this week's Unfiltered, Brittany Walker is in the streets hearing about some people's experience with hurricanes over the years.
Hi, I'm Brittany and welcome to another episode of Unfiltered. Today we're in downtown, the heart of Kingston, and we're asking the public what's the worst hurricane they've experienced.
Oh, Gilbert, of course. It's Gilbert. It's one of the worst hurricane. I think it did a great damage to the country, or a lot of stuff. A lot of things do happen during Gilbert, trust me. Never experienced anything like that.
I would have said Gilbert, you know what I mean? Because Gilbert was very strong, and at that time I was about 7-year-old and it nearly blew me away, you know? And it still leave impact up to the day where place have not fixed from Gilbert, you know? So I would have said out of all of the hurricane, Gilbert would have been the worst one.
Worst hurricane I have ever experienced was Gilbert.
Why is that?
Well, Gilbert, I was so excited about Gilbert. Why? Because I never experienced a storm before, right? Now, when it actually reached, the excitement cut. Why? Because it was so frightening. House top blew away, car blew away, tree broke down, and everything where me never have in mind so that take place.
I'm born in the 80s, and some of them more say Gilbert, you know. One of the roughest time I ever buck up on, you know, in a real life.
Tell me your experience.
Alright, I say Singh can fly all angle, you know. You hear that? All 3 in a year, I don't know. But it connect, you know.
Gilbert, eat beer mackerel, bully beef. I'm sorry. I rest on the tree, popped down over park.
Well, the worst hurricane that I've experienced was Gilbert. When I was a child, 12 years old, just going into high school, and I went for devastation, and I couldn't even go because of September it come, and it was a lot of setback.
Ivan.
Why is that?
Yeah. Sad man. Roof lift off, zinc move, breadfruit tree drop down, people are ball, them lose enough things. You have to lock up in a church and them something with trouble.
Tell the God truth. I always hear about hurricane, my parents them always tell me about it, but the worst one when me ever experienced a Gilbert. When Gilbert are coming out, yeah, me in my house and I look through the sky. Yeah man, I look to my window and I looking at the sky get black. And I can darkly hear the light of the hurricane attack. I not make out what I say, but attack. The breeze itself, attack.
Gilbert was an expensive one, because it damaged the whole Jamaica. And it leave us in flood and whatever. I don't even know what way dimension it, but when I look, I see roof jumping off a house top. Every house top, almost. My one, it was a shock, a living, but it stand up so strong.
My experience with Hurricane Gilbert was, it was so traumatizing because we just have a young baby, 2 months old, and I wash the baby clothes and I feel the breeze and everything comes, so I get up. You see, by the time I look the bath and everything, the baby clothes just wash where the water just come in. Then I hear one lady scream and I look, I see the big everlasting tree, and it fall on the lady house. So we have to take away ourselves, everybody have to go away.
We just say Gilbert. Although you have hurricane and Gilbert in the bush, it show in Gilbert days, the place never developed certain way, you know. But me, you say Gilbert, I remember in the hours of night, we'd have to come out of our house because the rooftop lift up. And we never have no food, we have to go over to school because they would give a beef.
I would say Ivan. Well, with the breeze and the rain, I'm not like, it can have me a little traumatized as a youth growing up. You understand? And the experience when we come out and the debris and roof a place mash up and fence blow down and tree drop down and all of that.
In the business report, MasterCard report shows that challenges with international payments prevent small and medium-sized enterprises from expanding beyond their borders. The new report was developed in collaboration with Payments and Commerce Market Intelligence and K2. According to the report, 3 out of 5 SMEs in the region already work with international suppliers, and in markets like Mexico and Brazil, 75% plan to expand their global partnerships. However, they face high fees, uncompetitive conversions, and delays. In response, there is now a MasterCard Move. This is a suite of MasterCard products and services designed to improve and simplify cross-border payments with a focus on commercial payments. It aims to reduce costs, enhance speed, and increase transparency in international transactions. Tropical Battery launched an additional public offering for a $1.79 billion raise from investors with the aim of funding its plans to expand its operations in other Caribbean territories. It also intends to use the funds to repay a $9.5 million loan from CIBC, meet bond payments, and acquire working capital. The APO closed on July 4th, with investors buying approximately $800 million worth of shares, or half of the APO. Time now for the market highlights and credit tip of the day from Denise Williams.
For the trading period ending July 17, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Toll road operator Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited with 4,997,446 units traded, representing 36.69% of market sales volume. Caribbean finance conglomerate NCB Financial Group Limited with 1,633,278 units traded, representing 11.99% of market sales volume. Logistics firm Mailpack Group Limited with 1,417,751 units traded, representing 10.41% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On July 17, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $50.73 million purchased and US $59.84 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $2.29 per dollar, selling the US at $161.28 and buying the US at $158.99. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders 40 cents per transaction, with selling at $117.21 and buying at $116.81. The British pound yielded Forex traders 55 cents in profits, with selling at $216.02 and buying at $215.47. For the credit report tip of the day, you're not just building a business, you're building a momentum. If you're serious about scaling your business, it's time to move like a strategist. Don't wait for revenue to grow before you expand. Leverage your credit score to access the capital you need now. Start by pulling your credit report today, identifying quick wins to boost your score, and applying for credit products that align with your business goals. Open a business checking account, register your business, and start building credit that speaks louder than your hustle. Capital follows confidence, and a confident business owner takes bold steps early. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step towards your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, in Barbados, there has been a major step forward in hurricane forecasting and marine science. After nearly a decade of building its capacity in ocean research, the Caribbean Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology has launched a new underwater robot, part of a growing network collecting real-time data to improve early warning systems. Officials say the move is key to protecting food security, jobs, and coastal economies as climate threats intensify. The details are in this report.
Over the last probably 10 years or so, the Institute has been getting more and more into marine science, recognizing the importance of marine science to the economies of the region, the food security of the region, job security in the region, and the need to improve marine forecasting. And so part of improving the marine forecasting is really understanding marine science and supporting research, which leads to improved forecasting products across the region. So the Institute has been supporting quite a number of marine forecasting initiatives, and this helps us now to build stronger that science base underpinning the marine forecasting that we're doing.
And the reason we're doing this is because of hurricanes. And so this robot will join a fleet of robots. It'll join a fleet of robots that are distributed across the entire Caribbean. So for the first time ever, we have this distributed network, all working together, all sending their data every 3 hours to the forecasters around the world who will provide us those early warnings of the events that are about to happen. So it's a very important day. We started thinking about this back at the UN in Paris in 2015.
The Tobago Regional Health Authority, TRHA, is getting a much-needed boost as new doctors and nurses officially join the team. Health Secretary Dr. Faith B. Israel says the fresh recruits bring more than numbers. They bring hope, energy, and new ideas at a time when TRHA is under pressure. At the authority's first ever employee induction ceremony, officials emphasized a renewed focus on service, sacrifice, and clinical excellence. TTT's Carissa Douglas brings us the details.
Secretary of Health Dr. Faith Bubner said the recruitment of additional nurses and doctors at the Tobago Regional Health Authority comes at an important point. As she explained, it is a difficult time at the TRHA.
Know that you are not just adding to numbers. You are actually offering hope. You are bringing a backup and you are bringing new energy to the Tobago Regional Health Authority. And that is critical. Now, the second thing that you're bringing is new and fresh ideas.
She noted while the TRHA is not perfect, it is rooted in service, and so encouraged the new employees to give their best to their patients. TRHA Chief Executive Officer Dr. Delman Baker also expressed the importance of recognizing their roles as healthcare practitioners.
Caregiving is sacrifice. It is understanding that the person that comes in the door is in a part of their life where they're either depressed, distressed, or in serious pain, and you are the single person that they are relying on to save them.
Medical Chief of Staff Dr. Carol Solomon stressed that at the TRHA, care, clinical and people excellence is of paramount importance, and so she stressed the need for all members of staff to maintain this in executing their duties.
Care excellence isn't just a measure, it's a mindset. Here, you'll be empowered to practice medicine guided by evidence, tempered with empathy, and sharpened by collaboration. We hold ourselves to the highest standard because lives depend on it. Every chart, every diagnosis, every touch is a chance for you to reaffirm that care excellence.
According to officials, this is the first employee induction ceremony to be held at the TRHA.
Tributes continue to pour in for veteran Caribbean journalist Rickey Singh, who passed away in Barbados on July 5th at age 88. From the newsroom to the region's political circles, Singh's legacy as a champion of press freedom and regional unity is being remembered by colleagues, diplomats, and loved ones alike. More to come in this report.
Esteemed Caribbean journalist Rickey Singh has been remembered as a fearless and influential voice in regional media for over 6 decades, and as a courageous man of integrity who had an unwavering commitment to regional unity and press freedom. Singh's countless articles will be recorded on history's page for decades to come. Antiguan and Barbudan ambassador to the United States, Sir Ronald Michael Sanders, says Singh's fearless journalism came at a cost, as he reminded citizens of small Caribbean states that words based in truth could confront wrong and demand justice.
Yet hardship only steeled Rickey's resolve. Despite the indignities he endured, including a stinging slap from a politician, Rickey never failed to be generous to the very leaders whose actions he criticized. The question continues to haunt politics and journalism in our region. Who was harmed by that slap?
Journalism is a noble profession that requires dedication, hard work, and a passion for the truth. And thus, good journalists should be dedicated, work hard, and pursue the truth with every passionate bone in their body. Those are the words of former executive editor at the Nation newspaper, Roxanne Branker, who says Singh was one such journalist.
Over the years, politicians and other detractors sought to intimidate Rickey at every turn, but he ignored them and soldiered on. He was fearless, and he worked tirelessly to uncover truths and bring them to light, especially when those truths were hiding behind political masks.
In sports, Cricket West Indies has unveiled its 16-man squad for the upcoming 5-match T20 International Series against Australia. The series is set to be played from July 20th to July 28th at Sabina Park in Jamaica and Warner Park in St. Kitts. Nasira Mohammed tells us more.
The T20 International Series against Australia, which features the nucleus of players from the recent series win over Ireland, also includes 2 fresh faces, teenage sensation Jewel Andrew and left-arm pacer Jediah Blades, both earning their maiden T20 International call-ups. Andrew, just 18 years old, is widely regarded as one of the brightest batting prospects in the Caribbean. He also provides an option behind the stumps as a backup wicketkeeper. Blades, who made his international debut in 2020 against Bangladesh, impressed during the West Indies Breakout League, where he consistently delivered early breakthroughs with a new ball. Captain Shea Hope will once again lead the side, supported by experienced names such as Jason Holder, Akil Hussain and Rovman Powell. Looking ahead to the 5-match series, head coach Darren Sammy expressed confidence in the team's direction, highlighting both short-term and long-term goals. Sammy said their goals and strategic plans are aligned to winning the T20 World Cup in 2026 and that they have continuity in the squad from the previous series. He said that as a unit, they will continue to fine-tune their style and brand ahead of the World Cup. Sammy also pointed to the importance of re-establishing West Indies' dominance at home. He acknowledged that their previous 2 T20 International Series at home didn't go in their favour. But he said starting against Australia, they want to regain their form at home as they build momentum into next year's ICC World Cup with an exciting and dynamic group of players. The first match is scheduled for Saturday, July 20th at Sabina Park in Kingston, Jamaica.
And that's it for the weekend news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thanks for watching.